Hey, what is going on, you guys? It's Stupid Planet Negative AE, and welcome back to Steins. So my mic ended up failing here, which is why you haven't seen another Steins in a while, because this one failed, and I was frustrated, and I didn't want to do another voiceover. But I'm gonna do another voiceover because I've already kind of forgotten where this episode is headed, so it'll be a surprise for both me and you. Anything else? Have you noticed anything else about the phone wave? Oh wait, I think I know. I think I understand. Kurusu is looking at Darush, looks like she's asking him, not me. Yeah, that's right. I'm trying to remember what happens this episode. This freaking visual novel is very interesting, and I read all the comments all the time that say that, like, don't stop halfway through this because it gets really good at the end. I'm hoping so. Discharge, how much? It was like a fluorescent light lit up the development room. It lasted about 2 seconds, I guess. What were the circumstances? I was adjusting the cell phone attached to it. I unhooked it and put my own in. A little bit later, Sparky. BB. Is that what B? Oh my goodness. Around noon yesterday, when you went to see Dr. Nakabashi's presentation. Yeah, so it's something to do with the phone wave. Like we've somehow invented it like a time machine or something. And I came up with the theory in this episode that, like, what if we're CERN? Or is CERN something that I don't know about? Because I've seen it mentioned like all over the place, and I'm always curious. I don't know, all over the place, but I've seen it mentioned like what, 3-4 times. So maybe it's like something that I just don't know. CERN. Okay, yeah, it is something I don't know. It's a European organization for nuclear research. Wow, the largest particle physics laboratory in the world. Interesting. So yeah, I didn't know what CERN was, but now that I know what CERN is, that's interesting. So supposedly they're the ones that invent the time machine that John Titor uses. The question is, who is John Titor, and why do they always put emphasis on this John Titor guy? Like, am I gonna get to meet him? After all, Nakabashi's presentation wasn't cancelled the way I remember it. I still don't understand why my memories seem to disagree with everyone else's. Yeah, so I'm thinking that this is just Back to the Future lot. Like, this visual novel is very much going for the idea of time travel, but time travel's always been kind of like weird and unexplainable, like with paradoxes and stuff. But then John Titor says there's no need for paradoxes because we go into alternate dimensions, which means they're using Back to the Future logic, where if you go back in time, you're actually just going to a different dimension, because like if you change anything, the dimension like veers off from the regular dimension, which means that I guess that's interesting. That's an interesting thought. Like the world started on one dimension line, and then every choice that anything makes ever, like determines what dimension line it branches into. But like, if no one did anything. Oh, that's weird to think about. It's gonna hurt my brain. Like, if no one did anything, we'd all be in one dimension. But the fact that there's like million, like infinitesimal dimensions. Like a dimension where like Hitler wins, a dimension where like we don't fire the bombs at Japan. Oh, wow. Wow. I wonder if there's a dimension where only like great stuff happens, right? Like No one goes to war or anything. That's weird. I'm sure it's not a thing. I don't know. Is dimension theory like disproved? Where could it go? I still just want to find out just before 1 p.m. That's when the discharge phenomenon happened. The show I was watching was about to end. Then suddenly a flash of inspiration strikes. Inspiration, Edison would be proud, but this isn't something you would accomplish with just effort. Basically, I'm a genius. I turned to Daru and Kurusu with a huge grin on my face. I get it. So that's what happened. What? This is one of Okarin's usual habits. I slapped the top of the phone wave, name subject to change. The disappearance of my mail, the strange timestamp, the sudden electrical discharge must be related somehow. Oh my goodness. Freaking my PC always like comes up with like alerts at the worst times. It's your job to figure that out, Christina. Talking to this guy is so tiring. You know, I never noticed this before, but their mouths move. I guess I'm always reading, so I don't understand. But like their mouths mouths like actually are lip synced to the voices. That's another thing about like visual novels and stuff is like I appreciate like the voice actors in them. So far, the only two visual novels I've played like for the channel are this and Danganronpa, or Danganronpa 2, I mean, and both of them have wonderful voice actors. Like everybody that worked on both Danganronpa and then this definitely are like grade A. Mayuri comes in carrying a convenience store bag. Looks like she's done with work. Time to eat some chicken. Juicy chicken number 1. Did you buy the bananas, Okarin? When she enters the development room, her eyes go wide. Huh? We have a guest? When she notices Kurusu, Mayuri bows her head with her usual smile. I'm Mayushi. Nice to meet you. Wow. I'm Makase. Apparently I'm a lab mem now. Really? That's great. Another girl lab mem. It's weird. I read at the same pace I did when I did this episode. So like everything matches up perfectly. So it's like I'm just watching a movie. Like I said, I was adjusting the incoming mail settings. I was monitoring the movement it received for remote control. Like right there, it took a little bit too long. It was probably just waiting for him to finish. I also do that. That's why I put in freezing mode for 120 seconds too. I made it so you can start freezing mode by computer. I tested that out yesterday too. Mayuri, insert juicy chicken number 1 into the phone wave. You all want some? I can give you 1 each. With her usual ditziness, Mayuri puts the chicken inside the microwave. Daru explains everything on the computer monitor, or what everything on the computer monitor means. Doesn't look that different from DOS. I know what DOS is. I entered the number 120 hashtag. I've started calling it hashtag. It's a freaking number sign. It can't be helped. Can't be helped. The spinning backwards. Kurusu stares hard at the phone wave, name subject to change, as if not to let any anomaly, no matter how slight, escape her notice. So, we reproduced the conditions that existed when the discharge phenomenon occurred, right? How was it again? You there, assistant. Watashi? Huh? Watashi? I love that. Huh? Me? When did I become your assistant? Just send something to my phone. If we've reproduced the conditions correctly, then if she sends something to my phone while it's connected to the phone wave, name subject to change, it should arrive with a timestamp from the past, not the present. Let's see how fast I read that in real life. No, wow, not that fast. But my assistant Kurusu just scowls. I don't even know your email address. What a useless assistant. Don't call me your assistant. Dar, send an email from your phone. Sure, but what? Anything. Send Christina's a perv. I thought we agreed to stop saying that. Well, let's compromise and go with Okurin's a perv. You traitor. Good job, Hashida-san. I don't really like this. Kurusu, I like that. Oh no, Mayushi's bananas. Sounds like Mayushi has found the results of our latest experiment. They became gel bananas. Gel bananas. We experimented on them. But they were Mayushi's. Want me to send the mail now? You'll be reimbursed later. See, okay. I feel like this guy is just a complete dick. Why do you have to experiment on Mayushi's food? Don't tell me you're experimenting on the chicken too. We are. Okay, sending it now. Sending. Click. Oh yeah, I didn't see. Mayuri slips past me and steps up to the active thing before anyone can react. Wait, don't open that. Huh? But it's too late. Wow. I do like the special effects that they got going on. A blue-white light fills the room, crackling angrily like the heart of a storm. An electrical discharge. A violent sparking sound. I grab Mayuri and pull her away from the phone wave, name subject to change. Are we gonna die? I really don't know what I don't know where my train of thought was going there. My eyes are numb from all the flashing light. I tried blinking several times to regain my sight. I can hear Kurusu and daughter coughing. Is everyone okay? Somehow. This is definitely more than 2 seconds. Mayuri squeezes my upper arm with her slender fingers. Okarin, what just happened? My vision gradually returns. Mayuri looks perplexed. Are you okay? No burns or anything? It doesn't hurt anywhere, so I think I'm okay. Looks like Mayuri was the right choice. I may be an insane mad scientist, but I still risk life and limb for the safety of my comrades. I gently let Mayuri out of my embrace. Whew. Well, that was something. I wiped the sweat off my brow. Hey, look at this. Kuru's voice is strained. With my vision finally restored, I take another look around the room. And what I see strikes me speechless. The large table in the center of the room is made of thick, solid wood. It can hold about 5 or 6 people without breaking. That's why we placed the phone wave name subject to change and the X68000 on it. I wanted to make sure I pronounced that right. X68000. I pronounce it right now because I knew what it is. The table had just been split in two as if by a woodcutter's axe. The computer and other parts connected to the microwave are scattered across the floor. And the microwave itself has broken through the table. It's literally stuck on the floor. What the hell? How did that... Yeah, it's a microwave, but it's not heavy enough to break a hole in the floor. Yeah, see, that's a problem, right? Like, is time travel gonna make it so you, like, go downwards? That's enough my surprise. My guess, right, is that we invent we invent a time machine. That's my guess. I don't necessarily know, because I haven't seen anything on this or anything like that, but the way that it's looking is we invent a time machine. We're gonna go and see John Titor probably at some point in this story. Words that have no meaning. Words because they simply sound cool, right? And I thought, like, off screen, that we were CERN, because CERN is what John Titor mentioned as the first company to make whatever it is, the time machine. So I'm thinking that we were CERN, but now that I looked it up just now and I realized that CERN is an actual thing and I'm an idiot, I don't know possibly what. Or maybe we're on the timeline where we invent the time machine. Put Mary's shoulders to cheer her up. Juicy Chicken number 1 made a noble sacrifice for the progress of science. Let us pray for happiness in the next of life. So, the chicken doesn't matter. Right now, we need to determine what happened with the phone wave. It doesn't matter. That's so mean. That's so mean, Christina-chan. So I think this is like the failed stage, right? Like we're failing at it, but we've made progress. Like we've made an electrical discharge, and the microwave became heavy. So I think if we just keep doing shit like that, this should be remembered as the moment that the greatest experiment of the century succeeded and brought humanity a step forward in a new direction. These guys have no right to ruin that with their foolish talk. My heart pounding, I detach my phone from the phone wave, name subject to change. Luckily, it's completely unharmed. I open it. It still works. I bring out the list of received emails. New emails should come at the top. However, my heart beats even faster. The topmost email isn't the one Daru sent before the discharge occurred. It could just be the... I don't know. Sometimes if their phone is set in the past and they send you a message, it'll message you from the past. Does that make sense? Like my phone's time is like set ahead of everybody else's by like a few seconds. So whenever I reply and someone immediately replies to me, it replies in the past. So maybe that's why. Or maybe if I set my phone forward, I don't know. This is the exact same thing that happened when someone stabbed Kurisu, my email. Mail sent on the 29th and arrived on the 24th. And just now, the truth was revealed to me in a flash of inspiration. It all connects. There's meaning behind this series of events. And the only one true answer. I've discovered the phone wave name subject change true hidden function. This isn't intuition. That's right. This is conviction. Just spit it out. What do you think it is? I feel my lips twist into a grin. I meet Kurisu's glare head on. First, let me say one thing. The greatest inventions are created by accident. This we call serendipity. Get on with it. How dare she ruin my speech? Oh well, let's get to the point. The mail was sent to the past. The chicken returned to its frozen state. The plucked banana returned to the bunch. No way. Kurusu seems to get it now. As expected of my genius assistant. Yes, way. This is the choice of Steins Gate. That's what is Steins Gate? Like, I want to know what that is. It's a time machine. And that brings us to chapter 2. So, depending on how many chapters there are, we might have this be a long series like Danganronpa was. You've got new mail. Look at all these shining figure mails. Moeka here. Are you a student, Okabe? Are you on summer break? Moeka. Moeka. You on summer break? I wonder, she's the that's what I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to figure out who she is. She's the glasses girl that I met earlier with the really fast finger. Are you a day person or a night person? If you'd rather I email you around a certain time, let me know. I want to reply as soon as you can, but I don't want to be a bother, so let me know, okay? Moeka. By the way, I don't like talking on the phone, so please call me. Bye-bye. Or please don't call me. I did the same mistake in the gameplay too. I remembered I didn't tell you my phone number. That's okay. I'm a lot more comfortable talking by email anyway. What about you, Okabe-kun? Moeka. Are you still asleep? Rise and shine. Have you talked to Super Hacker yet? Also, I'd like to hear more about John What's-His-Face. I'm super curious. Moeka. John What's-His-Face. I imagine that we'll meet John Titor somehow. Because I'm nocturnal, so I usually don't go to bed until the sun comes up. It's not bad once you get used to it. Mail me when you wake up. Okay? Moeka. Shining Finger is a good name. I wish they called me Shining, or I wish people called me Shining Finger. Shining Tuba. Actually, that doesn't sound, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter what you guys call me. It's already noon. We didn't sleep at all. Sleep deprivation makes the summer sun seem all the brighter. I really don't want to go outside, but I'm fed up with the humidity inside the lab. I chug a bottle of Dr. P. Dr. P. Dr. Pepper. My stomach protests. Maybe I drank too fast. I'm exhausted. My hands are shaking slightly, and my vision is cloudy. I could pass out if I'm not careful. Maybe I should take a shower. That should stave off my exhaustion, if only temporarily. The building has a basic shower room. There's no bath, but it's enough. The lab would be hell without it. Dots. Dar is at his computer, with his back turned towards me. His right leg is bouncing impatiently. The room is mostly silent except for the electrical fans humming and Daru's mouse clicks. I feel like we haven't answered one question, right? Why does the banana return to the bunch? Like, how does that make any sense? I'm trying to think. I can understand why the chicken was frozen, right? Because the white flash happened, everything went back in time, I guess, or something like that. That's kind of what I'm guessing. But the banana makes no sense. The banana literally teleported, which doesn't make any sense. Kurusu didn't seem willing to accept the results. She just kind of started screaming. A time machine? A time machine? It can't be. Then she mad dash out of here. It's like she couldn't get out of here fast enough. However, as for Mayori, she was depressed about her chicken and bananas, so we skipped her daily costume sewing and went home. grudges over food run deep, I guess. Well, yeah, but see, it wasn't just one food. It was like every food that she's bought recently. Which leaves the lab empty. Our enthusiasm shot through the roof when we realized the phone wave named Subject to Change has tremendously hidden potential. We nearly died at the excitement after successfully sending an email, so we stayed up all night doing experiments to confirm whether or not the phone wave named Subject to Change is indeed a time machine. I feel like the results, however, we went to the supermarket. I feel like, okay, I feel like if it is a time machine, right, and we've discovered a time machine, it doesn't explain why the banana returned to the bunch, because wouldn't the chicken return to the chicken? Does that make any sense? Like, if I have a cooked chicken and I put it in a time machine, it depends on how far it went back, right? The electrical discharge safety precautions. We removed everything flammable in the development room to reduce risk of fire. We also prepared 2 fire buckets full of water, just in case. It's probably smart. But that's not a fundamental solution. We'll keep an eye out from now on, but if things get dangerous, we seriously consider relocating our experiments. Problem number 2, the mass increase. When the discharge phenomenon occurs, the phone wave, named Subject to Change, suddenly gains mass for unknown reasons. Because of this, the microwave broke the table and made a dent in the floor. Smart. To deal with the issue, we placed the microwave on the floor and we spread cushions and blankets underneath. This hides the hole in the floor too. It's only a temporary fix, though if we make any more holes, Mr. Broad is quite capable of raising my rent. And that's to say nothing of the calamity it will cause if it falls through the floor. Anyway, we need to find the source of the mass increase, if amateurs like us even can, that is. But the first 2 problems are pale before the third. The last problem is critical. Until we solve it, we can't even really experiment with the phone wave named Subject to Change. Problem number 3. We are not even sure of the necessary conditions to send an email to the past. No matter how many times we tried, we couldn't pin down a single condition. We spent the entire night doing trial and error. We tried over 40 different things, but not once could we reproduce the discharge phenomenon. I had the idea that opening the microwave door was the key, but there might be something else I'm missing, but for now we're at an impasse. So we couldn't reproduce it, even doing the same thing. Something about Mayushi touching it but not opening it. Another email pops up on my phone. Hey, Shining Finger. I haven't gotten a reply yet. Are you still asleep? You sleep too much, Okabe-kun. You're living like an old man. Well, I guess I'm not the only one to talk LMAO. Anyway, let me know when you have something on the BN 51000. Pretty please, Moeka. It's weird, the scrolling on the phone is really weird. Like whenever I scroll downward, it like scrolls up a little bit afterward. So it's weird to like get it all the way down. I wonder if like there's a way I can just reply. I've been getting way too many of these since yesterday. They're all from Shining Finger, the woman called Kuryu Moeka. Even Mayori only sends me 1 or 2 a day, and she's a teenage girl. The problem... No, yeah, but see, what... No, she doesn't. She doesn't send you any a day, actually. This is what I check. I was like, wait, she hasn't sent you any a day for 2 days. She sent you 1. I was just making sure. And she completely skipped the 29th. I finished off my bottle of Dr. P and my stomach gurgles. I haven't eaten anything else since yesterday. I'm so hungry I don't even feel like showering. I call it to Daru, who's hammering on the keyboard. Hey, wanna go to the Sanbo for some beef bowl? Too much trouble. Got another mail. Oh, it's from Maori. Mayushi's spending money is getting dangerously low. You and Daru need to chip in too sometimes. You don't want to get between me and my food. So I want to see what spending money says. Don't get angry. Next time I'll treat you to anything you want to eat. So keep buying more food. Then this one says, you eat too much anyway. Go on a diet before it's too late. So I don't want to go with the mean one. So I send the easier one. Anyway, it looks like I'm about to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit that like button. I freaking continuing this series is weird for me because I like it, but I also think it's like a bit slow in its story progression, which, you know, freaking my attention span is that of a 2-year-old. And I always like don't do shit. But yeah, that's the end of the feed. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode of this. Hopefully my mic works in the next episode, and peace out, you guys.